Hey everyone, today we are starting, or in this case, restarting, a 100% walkthrough of Final Fantasy 15 Comrades. Now the reason we're restarting this walkthrough is because one, I only released one video in the past, and I have better hardware now, so I would like to just start this fresh. And two, we are currently in a very dire situation in regards to this content and the trophies associated with it. So for those of you that don't know, like I didn't know until today, Comrades is shutting down on December 13th and being moved to a standalone title. And there's a lot of uncertainty as to what's going to happen with the existing trophies. Whether the existing trophies will be linked to the new game, or if the new game will have brand new trophies and the old trophies will no longer be obtainable. So I am worried that the trophies will no longer be obtainable. So I am starting fresh and basically going offline to do all of the Comrades content offline and then sync up my trophies when I'm ready once I've completed all of them. I do not know if this is going to work, but it's really my only option at this point. I have 3 days potentially before this thing shuts down, and we're talking about 40 plus hours of content to get all these trophies, and I have a full-time job, and that just is not going to happen. So this is my best option, and this is what I'm going to be trying. And if all of you are in the same boat, you don't want your game to show less than 100% forever, then I highly suggest you at least try this or try some other strategy, because we are running out of time. So here's what I'm going to do. We have the game launched at the moment. I'm going to go out to my PlayStation, the system software, whatever you want to call this, and I'm going to go to my settings. And we are going to start by deleting my Comrades data. So we're going to go to Application Save Data Management. Now, you don't have to delete the Comrades data. I'm just being super careful here, and I don't have a lot of progress. So this is just an extra step that I'm taking. I don't know if this is necessary or not, but I'm just trying to be as careful as possible so I can keep my games at 100%. So we're going to go to Save Data in System Storage, and then we're going to go to Delete. We're going to go to Final Fantasy 15, and I am going to delete the Comrades data right there. So I'm going to start with a fresh character that will never go online. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but I'm hoping so. And once again, this will delete your character data, so don't do it unless you want to start fresh. If you want to keep your existing character and possibly take an extra risk, then don't do this, because it's a bad idea. But I've barely gotten anyway, so I'm totally cool with this. So that is going away. And then I'm going to go up to Network. Oh, actually, before I do that, so go over to your game and press the Options button and go to Information. And you want to make sure you have the latest version of the game. So you want to make sure you're all updated. Your version should be 1.26 at the time of this recording. And then on top of that, you'll also need to make sure you have installed the Comrades add-on, because I don't think that's done by default. So go to the store, make sure you download Comrades, get that all updated. Once that's done, then we're going to go to Network, connect to Internet. We're going to turn that off, and that is going to remain off until we get every single trophy in Comrades. Now, it might seem weird, it's a multiplayer expansion, but you can play it offline with AI. So we can get every single trophy in Comrades without ever going online, and that's what we plan to do. So right now, my system won't update, my game cannot update to remove Comrades, and we should be good to get all the trophies. Once we do, we can then resync afterwards, and our trophies will update online, and everything should be good. But like I said, this is just hoping. I don't know this for sure, so don't quote me. All right, so that's done. Let's jump back into the game now. All right, so when you log in, you should see cannot access network features. Check your connection, try again. That's perfect. That's what we want. All right, and then we go to downloadable content, multiplayer expansion, Comrades. Comrades uses an autosave feature to save your progress. You can create and save up to 8 individual avatars in your file. Your progress inventory and photo album will be shared across all avatars. And it tried to retrieve data from the PlayStation Network, but it can't. A network error occurred, unable to load data. Not connected to the internet, only AI comrades can be recruited at this time. Alright, and we want to begin. That is not pertinent to us because we are never going online on this walkthrough. And neither is that. Half a year has passed since Noctis and his royal retinue set sail for the western continent. News of Niflheim's demise floods the airwaves, but no word has been heard from the Crown Prince. With no light to guide them, refugees from the Crown City and other parts of Lucis now gather in Lestalem, hoping to move forward as one.
Hear me, defenders of the crown. The power of kings goes with you, and with power comes a duty to your kingdom. Your body is a vessel for the blessings of the Stone of Lucis. Your blade, a ray of hope cleaving a path for the future king. But let it be known, your transgressions have not been forgotten. Once the true king awakens, and the light is restored to this world, only then shall you be forgiven and set free from the burdens you bear.
Rise and shine. You're probably wondering what you're doing here.
Your memories are hazy, but you remember that you are a surviving member of the Kingsblade, the late Lucian Monarch's Special Task Force. Alright, so we're gonna make a new avatar, male, and I'm gonna make this look just like my previous character, because I liked him a lot. So in face, we're gonna go to Ancestor A. Let's see, I think it was this one? Yes. Oh, actually, an Ancestor B would just be that first option. There we go, so that's sort of my starting place. So it'll blend the look of those two together. And then, let's see, we want to affect this blend a little bit, so let's go down to 30 on facial blend. And then on skin tone blend, we'll drop that down to 40. Alright, so that's a good starting point. As for hair, I like the default, so we're going to stick with that. Not a whole lot of options, really. Features, beard, he's going to have this first option. There we go. Eyebrows, happy with the default. Eyelashes, same thing. Feature, as in like scars. I'm good with that. And then face paint and tattoos, there are no options. So I assume these get unlocked as we go, but I'm not positive on that. Voice. I liked, I wrote it down here. What was it? Voice 6.
For hearth and home.
I didn't like a lot of these voices, and 6 was just kind of what I went with.
For hearth and home.
So.
For hearth and home.
So 6 is my choice. All right, figure height. I'm gonna make him the same. Whoa, what happened there? There we go. Height, I'm gonna make him the same height as I am, 6 foot. Weight, I'm basically basing him off my body type, so I'm a skinny dude. He's gonna stay skinny. Torso, let's put that down at like, I don't know, probably a 30. What else? Chest, we'll keep that at 50, I suppose. Upper arms, I got those scrawny arms. I'm going down to, let's go with 30. And forearms, that'll be the same thing. Let's see, hips. Let's drop those down to like a 35. Stomach. That's definitely going down. Let's go with a 25. Let's see, legs. That's what my power is. Gotta put those at 55. And that'll be good. Attire. For the top, you can get the Galadian. Is that right? Galadian? Attire. Which is that look. Or you can get the Kingsglaive fatigues. I like the Galadian, so we're gonna go with that. As for bottom, shoes and gloves, there's only one choice. Luckily, it looks good. All right, outfit, we have none. Not sure if that's something we unlock or not. Accessories, same thing. Color. Skin color, I'll leave that as is, although I'm probably much, much whiter. Lips is good. Eyes I do want to change. I would like to have some blue eyes. So maybe, ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, that seems good to me. Let's go with that. Hair, let's make him brown haired. That or that. Let's go with the like darker brown. That'll be good. Okay, tips, don't care. Beard, that's fine. Eyelashes, eyebrows, highlight, top, bottom. All right, you can change the coloring on the clothes, like different aspects of the clothes. I personally suck at doing that, and I like the way it looks, so I'm not gonna adjust that at all. So we're good there. Facial structure, I'm not gonna adjust any of it because I actually like the way it turned out. But here's all the various options you can change on eyes, nose, cheeks. Oh, I went fast on that. Cheeks, mouth, and jaw. But like I said, happy with what I've got. So I think we're all set. That looks like my character, all right. Let's go ahead and finish. Save this avatar, yes. I shall name him Lasser.
No clue? Don't sweat it. You escaped with something more precious than your memories. Your life. First of all, you're a glaive, just like me. The king lends us his power. We fight to protect him. Well, fought. The king himself's long gone. His power remains, though, so we gotta put it to good use. See that up ahead? That's the last bastion of mankind. And it's the Kingsglaive's job to keep her safe from harm. Better enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. It'll be gone before you know it. Only other light left in this world is the kind we make ourselves. And as you may or may not remember, we play a big role in that process. Let's hope that jogged your memory. All of the Stalin's counting on us, glaives.
Demons ahead! Get ready!
Great. Another bump in the road. You and me'll smooth it out. Let's move!
Glaives function somewhat differently than Noctis and his pals, but their fundamental controls remain the same. Kingsglaive Combat Tutorial 1. Regenerating Health. Glaives cannot use items to restore HP in the field. Instead, hold L2 and press circle to cast a curative spell. Curative spells restore HP to the caster and all comrades positioned within its range of effect. Casting spells. Hold L2 and press circle to cast a curative spell, or press square to cast an offensive spell. Both types of magic cost MP to cast. Projecting barriers. Hold L1 to project a protective barrier at the expense of MP. Comrades positioned behind the barrier will also be protected from enemy attacks. And finally, performing chain warps. Block an incoming attack with L1 to deliver a counter. A successful counterattack will create an opening for a chain warp. Chain warp strikes with your comrades to deal incredible damage. Warriors of Light, head attack. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, get that barrier up. Alright, and I am certainly rusty. I've not played in a while. Beat that guy up. Let's go ahead and try out a spell. So, offensive spell on him. Boom. So, not very flashy. Did a little bit of damage. Oh, I'm on that block in, but apparently not.
That looks good enough to eat.
Hold circle to pick up ingredients. Prime sirloin 10. Rare ingredients have a higher star count. Hold circle. I got some meal, and apparently it's a 1-star. Comrades can't seem to keep up. Alright, fine. I'll go at your pace. Oh, and I am low on MP. Blocking too much. Down.
Watch yourself. No telling what else is waiting on the road ahead.
It's hanging from nothing. That's impressive.
Those things are weak.
This could barely do anything.
Damn it. Well, it looks like the demons have driven the local wildlife a little crazy. We're almost there. Take him down. We're heading to town. Ready?
That was a good one. If you do a slight delay between attacks, you'll step back and then do that giant hit. It's quite useful.
Better save that for later. But don't take more than you can carry. In times like these, we gotta be fair about our food.
Sigalin Seafood Tank. Oh, there's 6 of that, and it's 1 star. I'll keep it.
Save the formalities for later. We've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Roger. Everyone, focus on the target.
Fall!
Let's show the immortal what we glaze. Got it on the ropes. Keep it up. Nice work.
All right, into the
This
town.
way. And hurry. Won't be long till more of them show up. Hurry it up! Open up!
It's the Marshal! Open up!
Well, go on. Be glad you made it inside. You are a capable combatant. Everyone here in Lestalem is counting on you to keep them safe.
Alright, and our first quest, Warriors of Light, is completed. We've got our next one, Descent into Darkness. So, let's look at some stuff. Oh, wrong button. I wanted to press the touchpad. So, we have gear. I actually didn't even try out the other weapons. So I have the katana that I was using. I also have daggers, as well as a Lucian saber. Oh, actually, I have more than that, don't I? Daggers. No, that's it. So I have the Lucian saber as well. We can put that there. So let's see. Details on the katana. A finely honed katana suited for swordsmen of any skill level. Daggers. Small blades used by hunters and others who wander the wilderness. And Lucian saber. A katana modeled after the ceremonial swords of the old Lucian army. Alright, what about items? We've already looked at the weapons. We have a goblin cap. Once pointy hat, now duller and slightly sullied from its former owner's life in caves. It could be sold for a small amount of gil. Miasmal particle. Crystallized sample of the black smog-like substance emitted by demons. An important research subject. It could be sold for a small amount of gil. Spider silk. Durable thread with impressive sticking power, used as a fabric adhesive. It has some value and could fetch a decent price. It also has stop touch. Standard attacks have a small chance of stopping enemies in their tracks for 1 second. Saber tusk claw. A favorite material of rustic artisans, often honed into knives. It could be sold for a small amount of gil. Face-off boost. Damage output increases by 10% when fighting against fewer enemies. And sharp bone. The bone of a small animal suitable for crafting accessories. It could be sold for a small amount of gil. We have phrase books, The Casual Conversationalist, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one is 1 volume in a series of guidebooks filled with phrases sure to spice up your conversations. This book focuses on greetings. This one on pre-combat chats, this one on strategic discussions, and this one on combat banner. This will only really come into play for online, offline, don't even worry about it. We also have Avatar. He's Got the Look, Volume 1. Magazine focusing on famous men and their striking features. This issue casts the spotlight on Nix Ulrich, a member of the Kingsglaive. This one on Libertas Ostium, a member of the Kingsglaive, and this one on Sonatus Bellum, also a member of the Kingsglaive. I actually don't know what these do. Clothing, we have the Kingsglaive fatigues. Articles of clothing to be worn on the upper body. Combat uniform distributed to all Kingsglaive recruits. And then we have the Galadian attire. Articles of clothing to be worn on the upper body. Semi-formal shirt distributed to all Kingsglaive recruits. This one, semi-formal pants. Comfortable slip-on shoes. And fingerless gloves. And then we have the Kingsglaive crest. Crest wrought to resemble the Blade Keeper. Marks its bearer as a member of King Regis's elite task force. Alright, and then we have the chat, but like I said, that's not going to do us any good offline. Okay, then we have info. Characters. Nix Ulrich. Native son of Galad, who fought alongside the local resistance before arriving in Insomnia to serve Regis in the Kingsglaive. His affinity for the royal magic and his epic exploits in combat have earned him the moniker of hero among his peers. Tasked by his king to see the Lady Lunafreya and the Ring of the Lucii to safety, a dire situation forced the glaive hero to don the ring himself and channel its power at the cost of his life. Lunafreya Nox Fleuret. Before accepting the sacred charge of the Oracle, the daughter of House Fleuret was born Princess of Tenebrae, where she forged a bond with Prince Noctis in her youth. In time, the two were betrothed. Though she was to meet her fiancé in Altissia, circumstances carried her into the Crown City ahead of the peace signing between Lucis and Niflheim, and she was taken hostage. Rescued by Nyx and escorted outside the city by Libertas, the Oracle roamed the world to forge covenants with the Six. Slain by the Imperial Chancellor upon the altar of the Hydrian in Altissia, her final act was to deliver the Ring of the Lucii to Noctis. Oops, wrong button there. We have Corleonis, a valiant protector who stood beside Regis during the king's journey 30 years prior, and continued to serve his liege marshalling the Lucian Crownsguard. The Immortal's heroic feats in battle make him the stuff of legend, and for Noctis and his closest friends, an invaluable ally in the field. He now bands his Crownsguard together with the Hunters, the remnants of the Kingsglaive, and rebel soldiers to stand as mankind's last line of defense against the demons. While he had initially set aside resources to find and rescue Noctis, he later broke up the search parties in order to commit to defending outposts, a decision that was met with misgivings from those who held faith in the gospel of the true king. Even after Regis's magic has faded, the Marshal remains unmatched in combat, though he now dedicates more of his time to training his fighters than he does to fighting on the front lines himself. And then Regis Lucis Calum, 113th monarch in the line of Lucis and father of Noctis. For 3 decades, the wise and merciful ruler held back the imperial onslaught, maintaining the wall with his royal light, and shedding it upon outsiders so that they might defend the crown city, thus forging the Kingsglaive. That weapon would eventually be plunged into his back as traitorous glaives colluded with the Empire to undermine the peace, sabotage the wall, and assassinate the king. As the wall fell, so would the crown, and so too would Lucis. As the king passed, his gift of light faded from the glaives, yet in time the light would return. Okay, and then we have documents about the Kingsglaive. Special task force of the late Lucian monarch. The Kingsglaive served King Regis until his untimely end. He lent them use of his magic. They, in turn, lent him their prowess in combat. Together they fought to defend the kingdom from all who would do her harm. Though indebted to their liege, not every glaive pledged their loyalty. On the eve of the treaty signing ceremony between Lucis and Niflheim, a faction of rebels conspired with imperial operatives to sabotage the peace proceedings. The Empire set their scheme into motion the following day, and the royal delegation was all but helpless against the imperial ambush. The chaos that ensued spread outside the citadel, setting Insomnia ablaze and sending all hopes of an armistice up in smoke. The politics that motivated the insurrection that day hold little relevance at present. Our entire world has been overrun by demons and plunged into night eternal. The surviving glaives seem to recognize the severity of our situation, and have put past grievances aside in order to fight together, no longer for hearth and home, but for the well-being of all mankind. On swordsmanship. Charge attacks. Pause in the middle of a combo to fall back momentarily and gather strength, then unleash a powerful strike. I used that a few times in the intro here. Parrying. An enemy is about to strike. You can block the attack to create an opening and unleash a powerful counter. Chain warps. Parrying certain enemies' attacks will create an opening. String together warp strikes with your comrades while the enemy is incapacitated to deal incredible damage. Blade warping. Hold R2 to target a comrade, then press circle to warp to their position and help them recover a small amount of HP. I have not shown that yet. On spellcasting. The Power of Kings allows you to cast a variety of spells by expending MP. Curative spell, Heal. Hold L2 and press circle to restore a small amount of HP to you and nearby allies. Offensive spell, Blast. Hold L2 and press square to fire a short-range shockwave that sends foes flying. Some arms will allow you to cast a variety of elemental spells as well. On armaments, katanas. Armaments boosting excellent reach and mobility. Using the left stick allows the wielder to move about the field while attacking. Maces. Powerful armaments that can destroy appendages with ease. Holding square allows the wielder to channel their strength into a devastating charge attack. Polearms. Armaments that allow the wielder to move around the field with ease, ideal for fast-paced battles. Daggers. Paired armaments efficient for striking swiftly. Damage output increases with each successive strike. Crossbows, long-ranged armaments able to target enemies from afar. Holding square allows the wielder to channel their strength into a devastating charge attack. Shields, defense-oriented armaments that boost HP and vitality. Reduce damage taken from enemy attacks. And shurikens, armaments able to strike enemies in the air or from afar. Damage output increases when attacking at closer range. Alrighty, and that's all for the beginning of Comrades. We are now in Lestalem, and we are ready to undertake our next mission, which we'll be doing on the next video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.